Hello, everybody. This is Joyce Burgess again, and I am here to welcome Angela Valentine. Angela Valentine is the National Black Home Educators Google Technology Consultant, and she has a lot of information as it relates to technology for you and your children. We have a program that meets once a week. It's called Hour of Code, formerly Coding with Friends. And I want to bring Angela on so she can give you some technology tips, just some updates on how you need to be in this digital world, how to navigate this digital world. So, Angela, you here?
I'm here, Joyce. Thank you so much. And as you know, this is one of my favorite subjects to talk about.
Yeah.
Anytime we get a chance to talk about technology and our kids. And my passion, for those of you that may be new to our PATH program, my passion is the digital divide. And especially since the pandemic, the statistics show that we're even further behind the ball than we were before the pandemic. So that means girls, minorities, all of those underserved categories, we're falling further behind when it comes to knowledge of technology and even having access to the tools. So that's one of the reasons I'm so passionate about this subject. So on any platform that I get an opportunity to speak about it, I like to share quality digital resources for the parents and for the kids. So please feel free at any time to add these supplements to your curriculum, to your educational program, whether your child is in school or they're at home with you. These are always supplemental tools and resources that you can use free of charge that I recommend. They're highly good. They're really good at what they present. So I'm going to share a couple of those resources now, if it's okay, Joyce. All right, let me share my screen here. So one of the tools, Joyce, if you watched our prior recording, one of the tools or one of the things that Joyce was speaking about was art. So I thought about, here is a supplement that I know about, and it's by Google. It's called Google Arts and Culture. As you can see the name here in the corner here. I'm trying to expand my screen. All I did was do a search on Google Arts and Culture, and the link will come up there. And it will take you to Google's Arts and Culture platform. Now, what I like about this, it's online, of course, and then there are virtual tours you can take to museums that you can't physically go to. Say, for example, explore a museum from home, right? You just go right in and look at the collection. And sometimes you can go into these and you can just see the room as you're standing there, and you can use your computer and just kind of pan around and look at the ceiling and look at the paintings and kind of walk through as you would, like if you're doing Google Maps and you're walking on that street view. It's the same type of concept, and it's really, really nice. I really enjoy this, this resource, and it's free. Another thing I do here is I go into the search. And you can search on an artist name. As you see, there's some recommendations here that Joyce just spoke about: Van Gogh, Monet, Rembrandt, and many more. What I do sometimes is go in here and go and search for African American. I just put African American. You don't have to put artist. I just use the category African American. Here are 78, just right off the bat, 78 collections by African Americans, and then 2,995 stories here on this platform alone that talk about African American art, okay? So if you click through, you've got all of these collections, again, some of the museums that you can tour right online that have an African American theme, so, or whatever thing you're looking for. This, Joyce, is just one of my favorite resources of all times. So that's for your educational curriculum when you're dealing with art. One other resource I want to share with you is called the Grasshopper App. And we do this a lot in our Coding with Friends class too, with our kids on Saturday. We've gone in here and we've actually completed some of these lessons. Now, here's the deal about the Grasshopper app. You can find it by going to grasshopper.app. It is a tool that's set up by Google, another Google resource that you can use on your phone. So you can use it on your computer, on your tablet, or on your phone on the go. The recommendation is if you spend 5 minutes a day with this app going through these simple lessons, it's going to teach you JavaScript. And we're talking about the real language of JavaScript. So we use this with our kids. It's simple enough that you can use it with your kids. We've actually done some Drawbox activities here. Really simple, really fun. It guides you step by step. If you make a mistake, it's going to correct you. Okay, so this is even good for adults. So if you just have 5 minutes a day, it's really simple. You complete the modules in this app and you will get a Google certificate for learning JavaScript, probably just the basic level, but nonetheless, this is one of the best ways to get a free certificate in JavaScript for, if you're looking for coding. And anyone, adults, parents, if you do this with your kids too, and you get a certificate, put it on your resume because it's a recognized coding language. And as you can see here, it goes to it's the real hardcore language. It's the computer language. So this is one of my favorite tools as well. I'm always going to come on here, Joyce, and as I find tools, I'm going to continue to share those out with you and out with the parents so that we will have a plethora of resources and tools that our parents can use with their children at any time, and we can keep this learning journey with our digital focus here and add it to our curriculum.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you very much. That's a wealth of information and it's free.
Free.
That's the beauty of it. Homeschooling, educating your children at home does not have to be expensive.
Right.
And you have shown that to us with the Google warehouse is what I call it.
Absolutely.
All righty. Well, thank you all so much for listening in, and we hope that you will make use of all of the free information and resources that we put out there for you, and have a great evening. Have a wonderful time educating your children at home.